I'm Leslie. I'm from the Red River Market. We're here today with Zainab from Suna's Egyptian Eatery. She is going to show us how to make a recipe for Shakshouka with Crostini. Will you tell us about yourself and the foods that you make?
Yes, so I came here, I can't do the math, but it was maybe 15 years ago, and I'm from Egypt, and this is not the traditional Shakshouka that we make in Egypt. In Egypt, we just blend everything together and we scramble the eggs in there, but this is more like Palestinian or Syrian Shakshouka, and it's probably my favorite presentation-wise. The eggs look really beautiful poached in the sauce. So yeah.
Cool. Let's get started.
So then we'll do half of a green pepper. Alright, so now we're going to heat up a shallow, medium-sized pan. And you want it to be shallow so that like when you're cracking your eggs in there, you cover it up, kind of just gets the steam on top rather than having, so the longer the pot, the more like water
has to sink down.
Yeah, and it's going to become a lot more water like this. And then you're going to be generous with your oil here, just because you're sauteing a lot of veggies. The onion, and wait for it to be done. So we're not adding water here, so it'll just keep caramelizing all the veggies. Except when you add the tomatoes, it kind of stops the caramelization process because of the water.
So watery.
Yeah. So this is tomato paste. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons. And I use tomato paste just for the thickness part. It kind of holds the sauce together.
Okay.
So this is coriander. It's kind of a citrusy taste over here. And then we're going to go with the cumin. And this is the untraditional ingredient that I use, and it's ras el hanout, and it's a Moroccan spice blend. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so good. This is another untraditional ingredient. This is ancho peppers, which is basically dried poblano peppers. This is paprika. I think everybody's familiar with paprika here. So we're going to go 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. And then we're going to add our crushed tomatoes. Mix everything. And the salt and pepper is all about preference.
Yeah.
So we're going to crack our eggs in here now.
Directly into it?
Yup. It's going to be poached in there. So some people make holes. I just like to go up so that it creates like a pool, just like that. And drop it in. Pull from above and there you go. On these eggs. Just a little here. Something to actually give the eggs more flavor. And some black pepper. And the most important part is covering it. So while that's cooking, we can cut our crostinis. And I believe this is done. Just a little drizzle of olive oil to give it some color. And then, like, I usually make this at home in a cast iron skillet. So my family and I just literally bring the skillet over. It keeps it nice and warm. And we just dig it in. Yes. And then it gets garnished with a little bit of fresh oregano or fresh green onions if you have at home. This is parsley. Just whatever you like. And here's the untraditional part. Again, this is a mixture of feta, which is really sharp, kind of brined cheese, and then the queso fresco, which is a Mexican cheese, and I love that stuff.
I love that stuff too.
So I blended it in. The queso fresco melts really well into this, and the feta gives it a really nice sharpness in contrast to the sweet. Like
I don't think I've ever had a recipe with them together.
Yeah, no, it's it's a little quirk of my own, so yes, and it's ready to be served. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Delicious.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is Shakshouka.
Okay. I would call that a wrap. This video is a part of the Red River Market's Food Security Initiative, which works to increase access for healthy food for low-income audiences, provide culinary skills education, and distribute excess food to local area food pantries. You can learn more about this initiative at redriver.market. Thank you for watching.